about this event? What do you think about the night?
Man, Myra is one of my favorite people on this earth. So I love me some Myra Wallace. So
As we all do.
I'm very, very proud of her and her line, the new necktie line. So, and I'm proud to be able to help out, model a little bit tonight.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'm having a good time tonight.
Cool. Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you a question. What do you think? What is your opinion on men's fashion for this year? What do you think? What's your gauge on it?
Men's fashion is about accessories this year.
Okay.
Because you got to be cool from the bow tie to your shirt down to your socks.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's time for men to accessorize also.
Right.
So everything has to be on point and pristine.
Definitely.
Also.
Ladies got their purses and such, so we got to bring it out.
Even to the watches.
Right
now,
now,
to the watch.
I brought out the socks.
I brought out the socks myself.
Okay.
So there we go.
See,
See, on the same page. There we go.
We doing it up. There it is. How are you doing tonight?
Great.
I see you rocking one of the lovely women's ties.
Yeah.
Looks great on you.
Thank you.
No problem. So, quick question. What is your gauge or what is your take on men's fashion for 2014?
That's a great question. I personally love men's fashion.
Okay.
I love that the suits are getting slimmer and we're getting more men in suits.
Okay.
So that's actually like my favorite
Right,
now.
right. Well, I'm digging it as well. They're giving us a little more options as far as patterns and colors, textiles, things like that. So it's really working out for the guys. We get to rock the socks now. So we're competing with the women's purses and things like that.
You guys are just looking a lot more put together. Like,
We try.
a lot more attractive.
We've been lacking for the past couple of centuries, but it's all good.
You're
So
finally up.
right, we're making that step. So as you've been walking around, do you have a favorite piece or particular tie, bow tie, line? What you
Well,
got?
I personally love the one I have on. It is my
Right.
favorite.
Okay.
Just because of the colorway, and you can kind of wear it with a bunch of different things.
Right.
And it doesn't feel like super formal.
Right.
A lot of women that have been giving me compliments on it actually thought it was a necklace at first.
Okay.
So that, you can throw it with a dress and
Right.
everything. So I really like this one. And I think I actually like yours the best also.
Okay. Send the check in the mail later on, but we got that going on. But thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you for your time.
No problem. Thank
All right,
you.
have a good one. How are you doing tonight?
I am awesome. How are you?
I'm doing great. You're looking stunning as usual.
Thank you. So you are looking amazing.
Well, trying to adjust the occasion. So, okay, I have two questions for you.
Shoot.
Hopefully, you can answer them for me.
Okay.
What is your gauge or what is your feel for men's fashion for this year? Where do you think it's going?
This year, I feel like the men have stepped it up. I love the colors that are out right now. Right now, the patterns are really nice. The men are stepping it up.
Okay.
I'm impressed.
Thank you. We try. Since you've been walking around, do you have a specific piece or a favorite piece that you like, the men's or women's?
Well, I was actually modeling one of the women's tonight.
I saw that.
But it got bought, so that was actually my favorite. It was a nice satin black tie.
Okay.
The women's, it was really pretty.
Okay.
I feel like the women's is going to change the game.
Nice.
You don't see a lot of women's. I haven't seen any women's ties ever, so I'm really excited about the women's ties. That's my favorite right about now.
So what do you think about men's fashion as a whole for 2014?
I love it. I love the direction it's going.
Okay.
I think there's a lot of new styles coming out.
Right.
And I really like her line. I think it's amazing. It's definitely my style.
Right.
So it's exciting to see that. It's
Got
very
it.
cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you have as of yet, I know we just got started, do you have a certain piece that you've been eyeballing or a certain?
Not really. I'm still trying to draw it all in.
Okay, yeah.
Obviously, I like bright colors. I like light colors.
Right.
Like the blues and the pastels.
Right.
But I like a lot of her darker pieces, like the blacks and the whites I really like too.
Nice.
So I'm just diving in right now, but what I see, I love.
Without any further ado, I know you want to hear from the lady herself. I'd like to introduce you to my friend, my sister, and the developer, the producer, designer of the new collection, He's Tied Up, Miss Myra Wallace. Thank you.
Wow, it's so great to see all of the faces out there. And today I was saying, I'm a little butterfly, and I never get butterflies. But because I'm so excited about this collection, God has given me an opportunity to once again do what I love to do. And my whole vision with He's Tied Up is to bridge the gap. I think that there's been many organizations, there's been many people that have tried to speak to the young men of today, you know, from the sagging pants and what they represent. And I believe that fashion has always been a statement. It has always been a political statement. It has always moved in the community in some way or another. And I said, well, you know what? What better way than to take the gift that God has given me to use it to make a statement in a positive way? And so the thing about ties and the history of ties is that they were originated as a source of prosperity. They were worn by people with honor, and that's what it was represented. And so what better way to bring honor, what better way to bring respect than to bring back the very element that spoke that from years from the 1700s actually. So if you read the history of ties, that'll give you a little bit of an idea about it. It's not just, oh, this is a little tie. I think of ties for men are like shoes for women. You can never have too many. So for all of you men that came up here and said, oh, I already have a closet full of ties, throw them out, get some new ones. Because we can change the world through one line called He's Tied Up.